Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. This is Paper Heroes Comics. We're an online comic store. I'm the owner, Matt Guy. Today I'm just going to give you some books to be on the look for if you're wanting to dip your toes in the investing water, or if you're a collector looking for that possible next big key, the next Miles Morales or Sam Alexander, or who knows what it could be. I'm going to start at three different price points at the $5 range where you might find some books 5 and under. Then we're going to jump up to $10 to $20 books to be on the look for, and then we're going to jump to a third tier that's some higher dollar stuff that you might have to buy and sit on for a while. We're going to start at the $5 range and around that, and the first book that I have for you is Nova #1, the Sam Alexander first ongoing series. Nova is getting a Disney Plus series, according to multiple reports. It's supposed to be focused on Richard Rider, but don't be surprised if Sam Alexander doesn't show up. He's a very cool, interesting teenage character, and they're going to try to hit that younger demographic. So that's one to look for. You can find this book. I've seen it a bunch in the $5 range. It has jumped a little, so you'll see a bunch priced at $10. But if you look hard enough and long enough, I'm sure you can find one for around $5 on the right day. The second book that I have for you is Sleepwalker #1, the 1992 series. All hail Darkhawk, but Sleepwalker could definitely knock off the king. Sleepwalker is a very cool, edgy 90s character whenever they were really pushing the boundaries. You can definitely find this one for $5 or below. It had little heat when Doctor Strange 2 was getting ready to release, but since he's not in the movie, it's cooled back down. Definitely want to grab a copy of this in a higher grade, preferably a newsstand if you can find one. The third book, we're jumping over to DC, Batman 657. It's the first cover appearance and really the first full-on appearance of Damian Wayne. This is a character I think has so much potential, and you'll actually be hearing more about him in the next segment. Damian Wayne, very cool, and the first cover appearances to me are always very undervalued overall. I can see this one jumping up a little bit more every time a Damian Wayne rumor comes out, so be on the lookout for that one. Our next price point is going to be the $10 to $20 range books. And again, these are all just, you can find them, they're not always going to be in this range, but you can find them in this range. The first book I have is Marvel Premiere #7. It's the first cover appearance of Wong. Now, Wong is a very cool character, but his first appearance obviously is a very expensive book. And again, like I said with the Batman 657, first cover appearance is terribly undervalued. Wong is rumored to get a Disney Plus series after Doctor Strange 2 really showed him as an awesome supporting character with the potential to lead. So definitely pick up Marvel Premiere 7. You can find them anywhere from $10 to $20 in a nice mid-grade copy. The second book on this list is a personal favorite of mine, and it kind of stretches the boundary of the $20 range. You can find them $10 to $20, but most it's going to be at $20. Is Invincible Returns #1, the first appearance of Grand Regent Thrag. Invincible books are cool right now, but when they're hot, they are hot. This is a character that we know is going to show up in the Invincible show. If there's ever a movie for Invincible, guarantee Thrag will be in it, and will probably be, maybe not in the first movie, the villain, but the overarching villain if it does do a trilogy or anything like that. There are variants, but they're very expensive. The first print, Invincible Returns #1, Grand Regent Thrag, is a great investment right now, and you can find it anywhere from an 8.5 to a 9.2 raw for $20, maybe $15, but usually $20 to $25. The third book, sticking with Image books, is Savage Dragon #1, newsstand copies. It has to be newsstand if you want this one to appreciate over time. Yes, the Image books were terribly overprinted in the 90s when they first came out, but if you look what Spawn has done, Spawn 1 newsstand is an easy $75 to $125 book right now. Who would have ever thought a Spawn #1 would sell for that much? Savage Dragon, you're coming in at a much lower price point on investing. You can actually find this one for $7 or so, but I would say looking for around $10 copies is a lot more likely. If you want to just invest in a book you can get in high grade with a lower print run, Savage Dragon #1 newsprint or newsstand is a great idea and a great investment opportunity. The third book is Spider-Man #195, the second appearance of Black Cat. Second appearances fall in the category as cover appearances is terribly undervalued. They're never printed as much as the first appearance because they want all that hype to be with the first appearance of the character. Spider-Man 195 is a great uh, meat and potato book, as we call them at Paper Heroes, where it's just a good solid $10 to $20 book. The higher grades will run you a little higher, but in a mid grade you could find this for $10 to $20, pretty constant, and it's a good one to sit on and hold. Second Black Cat's a character we know Sony wants to use, just don't know when they'll use them or how they'll use them. But Spider-Man 195, great investment, I think. And the last book, and this is kind of an oddball, and is Marvel Spotlight 26, the first appearance of Marvel's Scarecrow. It's a very interesting character that Marvel put out, kind of a horror theme, not traditional superhero character, but one you could definitely find for $10 in a nice 5 to 7 grade range. It's just wacky enough to where after the sets of Guardians, Groot, Howard the Duck, you could just see Marvel throwing, taking a chance on a character like Scarecrow. It's a nice Bronze Age key, so be sure to check it out and try to find a copy for $10 to $15. Alright, now on to our third category for this video is the $20 and above price range for comics. The first book that we want to look at is Batman 655, the first cameo appearance of Damian Wayne. A really cool character and an awesome concept on a character that's been around for a long time, Robin. Being the direct son of Bruce adds a different element than there was with Dick or Tim or Jason Todd. I could really see it being adapted in a future movie, even with Pattinson, or if they decide to use Keaton going forward. Very cool character. I could definitely see 655 appreciating the same way that Batman 357 did into a $75 to $100 book in a nice condition. The second book on this in this category is Longshot #1. First appearance of Longshot. The Art Adams run is amazing. Really cool character, really cool idea for a character. Now that Fox Universe is being tied in with the Disney Marvel Universe, could definitely see Longshot being introduced in either a series or a movie. It's got a really strong fan base. For those that like Longshot, they really like Longshot. The whole run is very good to get. Longshot 3 is a really cool key with First Mojo, but you want to buy that hero book if you're investing into a hold or hoping it appreciates more and holds. Hero books seem to have a longer shelf life among prices than villains do, aside from the big ones like Loki and Joker. This is one you can definitely find for the $20 price range. For a high grade, especially a CGC or CBCS copy, you won't be able to find it for $20, but higher grade raw copies you can definitely find anywhere from $20 to $30. The third book on this list is a personal favorite, Secret Wars #1. This book just has so much potential. Secret Wars is happening in the MCU. It's not a secret. They're not shying away from it. The Loki season finale definitely laid out the blueprint for it. Doctor Strange, even Moon Knight a little bit. They're kind of just laying the groundwork. It's the next big event that's happening in the MCU. Infinity Gauntlet was huge. It was anywhere from a $50 to $100 book, and it was way more printed than Secret Wars #1. Secret Wars 1, I think, just oozes potential. It's definitely one you can find for $20, definitely $30. There is a variant of this book, the Blue Galactus variant, so make sure if you buy one to check inside. The Blue Galactus variant has a little bit of a premium, so be sure to be on the lookout for that if you pick up a copy. You definitely want at least a 7.0 copy of this book, where it is a little more modern. It's a Copper Age book, if I believe. Yeah, if I believe right. So definitely be on the lookout for Secret Wars 1. The third book on this list is kind of a weird one, but you'll see the point of it. Thor 229. To the random comic book buyer, this book might not be anything at all, but to the right buyer, it's a great key. Thor 229 has a preview in it for Hulk 181, the cover, which shows Wolverine. So, in a roundabout sense, this is either a very early or first appearance of Wolverine. Hulk 181 is a blue chip book. You're not going to find one for $20, and if you do, I'll double your money on it. But Thor 229 and Daredevil 115 is another one. It's got an ad, a full half-page ad for Hulk 181 with Wolverine right there on the cover. So definitely just look for this one, and if you're at a convention in random bins, a lot of dealers don't know it. So try to get a leg up on them. Thor 229, really awesome book, really underrated key. And the final book on this of this video in this segment is going to be Marvel Team Up 65, first U.S. appearance of Captain Britain. There's so much potential for Captain Britain. Captain Britain 1 is a great key to get if you can get it now. They just introduced Captain Carter in Doctor Strange 2, and you can definitely see that Marvel is toying with the idea of introducing James Braddock, who is Captain Britain. It's just a really cool character. This is his first U.S. appearance. It's not his first comic book appearance. That's in Captain Britain #1, as I stated. But Marvel Team Up 65, you can definitely find it for 20. Higher grade copies are going to run you 40 to 50, but a nice solid mid-grade copy will be anywhere from 20 to 30. You definitely want to look for this one at conventions, online, wherever you get your books from, comic shops. So much potential for Captain Britain. Really cool character. I do believe that they're leading up to an MI13 film with Blade and Black Knight in it. So definitely Captain Britain could slide right in there, and that could work easy for Marvel. And that's going to be it for this category. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure you like and subscribe it. If you have any ideas or any books that I didn't mention that you think I should, be sure to leave a comment in the comments. And thanks for watching.